Hey everybody, it's time for a new game. It's time for Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes.
Not dream.
Not dreams. Which I've been calling it for the last like 3 or 4 days. Yeah. Whatever.
That's a base star or two.
Is a base star or two. Okay, so where does this game take place? It takes place literally at the invasion of the invasion, annihilation, whatever, of the colonies, and it's kind of we're running like Battlestar Galactica is running, and the idea is you have to go through several turns, dealing with stuff, fighting off the Cylons, dealing with crises and things like that, and the end is you meet up with Battlestar Galactica. So you're kind of grabbing ships, and every ship gives you some kind of buff. But the more ships you have, the tougher the crises can be, and all that kind of stuff. It's a roguelite, so it's different each time, and the further you get, the more rewards you get for your next playthrough if you use the same save file. And I've been told you can even take out a base star.
Ooh, I don't think that's happening first run.
Not a chance in hell. I have played the tutorial. I have played the halfway through a run of my own. It gets hard-faced. What I will say this: if you want to play it on normal, good for you. Seriously, I'm happy for you. This game gets hard fast. Yeah, we still haven't fixed those alerts. We keep meaning to. Now, there is good news for people watching on Twitch. It has Twitch integration. And I will be trying to use it. At least, if it works, I'll try to use it.
Sure.
If it doesn't work, fine. No issues. But if it works, then you will have the opportunity to influence some of the decision making. I stress influence because I ain't just handing over the reins to you lot.
Oh.
Simply because I did that once before.
Yeah.
And it was hell.
Are you talking about Vermintide?
Possibly.
You're still not over that?
No. And yes, I'm aware it was like 2 years ago. I still have the scars, people. Still have the scars. Valentine was fun. For you? You weren't dealing with it. Okay, so let's get on with this. Okay, so we're just going to quickly go to settings.
Screen bay.
I already did it. You just haven't caught up. In your face. Okay, so it's connected to somebody, but apparently it should be connected. It should say Rival Zone Gaming there. I've just got to do this. Activate. Authorize. Accept. There you go. That's how quick it is. It really is that quick. We are now there.
And it lasts for 3.5 hours.
It lasts for 3.5 hours. We've got plenty of time, people. It'll be fine. Okay. Do we want 20 seconds or 40 seconds? I think we should have 40 seconds. Yes, Wolven, I saw that. That may be getting played next week because you do know I love a bit of Angels Falls First in my life. And we found that game. And we fracking loved it. For those who don't know what Angels Fall First is, it is the best first-person shooter game I have ever played. And that's including COD and Medal of Honor and all that. You have, was it the 32 to 32 battles, ground battles, capture the flags and all sorts of that, and it's If you only want to play on your own, that's fine. You can still do it because the AI is that good. They flank. They use overwhelming firepower to flush you out of things. It's just absolutely brilliant.
Wolven only has one minor disagreement with that.
Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
Problem with Titanfall 2 is you can't do 32 by 32.
That's true. It's a lot smaller, and it's debatable whether you can still play it right now.
Yeah, there is that. With Angels Fall First, you can. Anyway, enough with the talking. Okay, so I need a save slot because I got rid of my save slot.
You did some testing, didn't you?
I did. Everything works. Okay, so this is the favors. You get this favor thing, or fates, and you can spend them here. This is not all of them. It goes down a long way. It's all the different lords of Kobol and things. So Artemis, Dietmar, all that kind of stuff. And you can add them, and it does things like start with +4. That is the supply emblem per rank. So you add that up, you get 4 extra supplies for each rank. Start with 1+ reroll per rank, which helps with the stores if you ever find one. You don't always do, but you sometimes do. Scrap is important. We will need a lot of that. And then restorations for whole. But there are other ones that make your fighters better, that give you more starting systems and all sorts of stuff. It's going to be fun. Should I start a tutorial run, Red?
Start a tutorial run, show the people what we're doing.
Give the people what they want. Okay. Favors won't apply during tutorial run if you continue a regular run from tutorial run. Okay, so we're not going to get any favors out of this. I can live with that. If it goes wrong, I don't mind running away from it then. Cutscene. I think. Yes. In orbit around Caprica, the captain of a scattered ship witnesses the last moments of his homeworld. What was once the capital of the 12 colonies has been turned into a living nightmare. Yes. Nuclear explosions, scorching forests, vaporizing lakes, razing cities to the ground. By the gods. Why is nobody answering our hails? Where is Colonial Fleet? Having a bit of an issue right now. They're having a small crisis. Those gun stars, why aren't they moving? Because they're having a bit of an issue right now. They're having a small crisis. Hippolytus. I hope I said that right. I'm going to get a lot of ship names wrong here. Deal with it. To all units nearby requesting immediate assistance. As the captain speaks, he notices the Drea scream blips repeatedly. Yesterday, Cylons were almost mythical. Today, there's a few extras. Drea's contact. The Cylons, they're onto us. I repeat, please send help. Send help! Okay, so, Siren Arendinton. Arendin. CAG. I'm calling it CAG. Please report status. Thank the gods. I don't know what's happening. We just arrived in orbit around Caprica. Saw this. All of this. Now they're after my ship. Please help us. Oh, still, I'll take care of the raider. Alright, so you select the raider. You can move basically anywhere you like with them. They do have a dot along their line. That is their range of their guns. They can't fire any further than that. So we can do that, and we'll just start shooting. Boom. Dead easy. This is Dre's preview. It shows enemies about to spawn in a few seconds before they do. You can hover over the preview to get more information about the incoming enemy. Your squadron can also target a Drader's preview. They will wait for the enemy to spawn in to attack, if they get there in time. If they don't, this is important. You need to know this. If the Viper does not get to, or not, might be the Viper, it might be a Raptor, it might be a Wolf. But if your combat vehicle does not reach the Drader's contact before it jumps in, it will ignore the contact and fly past it. I learned this when I almost lost a gun star. Now, to access tactical pause, your most important tool. Yes, spacebar is your friend in this. Allows you to pause battle, analyze the situation. Don't hesitate to use it as much as possible, especially when facing overwhelming complex battle situations. So, all the time, then. Now destroy incoming vessel, attacking your fleet. I already have used tactical pause. Let's do it. Main goal is to protect the fleet and survive. Cylons can jump in anywhere. Get back to the defense position near the fleet when possible with your squadrons. It will be useful later, believe me. Select your Viper squadron, move it to your nearest civilian ship. I will do. Oh, this is going to be busy. First contact. Multiple raiders spotted ahead. Come in groups now, huh? Cowards. I'll go give them a warm welcome. She's nice. These are your special skills. Active skills, passive skills. Hunter Instincts is my friend. I love this thing. That is a brilliant passive skill. I want to keep it forever. If you want to move things off so you can see around here, you just press the shift key, by the way. So, player and enemy units have abilities and efficiency. Your squadron is selected. You can see all their active abilities. Let's hover over the Viper core ability, Hunter Instincts. These abilities allow squadron to automatically target and chase enemies within range. It's very efficient against a large pack of large enemies. Yes, like this. Toggle on and off for a full manual control. Why would you? Most of the time, it shouldn't be needed. Let's just keep it activated now. Yeah, damn right. Hence, you get the kind of dotted area. That's where they will pick up things. So about there, we should capture everything. And then we shouldn't need to do anything. They should get shot very quickly. There you go. Done. Now take advantage of Viper's Hunter Instincts. Automatically do the next wave. Yes, brilliant. Done. Okay. Multiple dreads. Contact spawn. You'll never make it in time. We're exposed. Raptor should be used to tune. You should be copied. Okay, so we get a Raptor as well. There you go. Okay, in the TV show, Raptors weren't artillery pieces, were they?
No, they were not.
Well, they are in this, so deal with it.
They were people carriers.
Iteration requires change of strategy with the short-range Viper cannot deal with all the incoming scout fighters that reach the fleet. Fortunately, the Raptor has just arrived to defend the fleet. It's long-range artillery squadron and is very effective at dealing with far and scattered enemies. However, artillery squadrons are slow and can't charge their weapons while moving. You should try moving them as little as possible. Believe me, I will. Yeah, but they weren't artillery pieces, Wolven. They didn't have a big fracking gun packing out the front of it. Okay, so again, we've got the link, so we should be able to go. We'll just leave that. As soon as they jump in, move you back there. Raptor is very efficient when positioned strategically. Always try and position them to cover the wide area, protecting the fleet with incoming enemies, so you don't need to move them too often. Now defeat the next wave using both your squadrons and what you've learned so far. So we go there, and I'll take you out quickly, and you will just sit there. You have to come in. We got a base star. Well, that's perfectly wonderful. What's that thing? A base star. Not good. Really? Character good star schemata. Requesting help. Or scimitar. Sorry. I always get that wrong, don't I, Red?
Yeah.
This is a silent base star instrument. This firepower carries hundreds of silent units. It's almost impossible to destroy. Almost. It can be done, apparently. But now the only goal is survival. Move your squadrons back to protect the fleet and destroy the missions. Like many enemy squadron missiles launched from the capital ships also have a preview of their countdown. Like enemy squadrons can be destroyed once they spawn, but they are much faster. Prepare to intercept them by staying in defense between the civilian ships and the capital ships. There are 3 types of missiles: homing, explosive, and nukes. A channel favorite. While homing missiles are fast and always get the target in a single hit, explosive missiles are slow but target an area of the battlefield. Nukes are slower, with more hull points dealing a lot more damage. They can be intercepted, but nukes should be prioritized at all costs. You damn right. Destroying incoming missiles is what you have learned. Raptors position them to intercept missiles without having to move. Vipers attack missiles by intercepting them, not chasing them, as they're much faster. Yes, so we don't want to do that. I'm just going to put the Raptor there. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put the Raptor there. Oh no, it died. Vipers and Raptors can attack and chase units within range automatically, but sometimes you need to prioritize your targets. For incoming wave of enemies, position your units defensively, but destroy the nuke first. Okay, this is getting complicated. Gunstar in position, multiple contacts. Civilian ship spotted. Thinking, what are your orders, Commander? Hail the ship! Orders followed. Immediately followed. You've been serving as commander of the old Gunstar scimitar for the past 5 years. You never thought you'd be facing Cylons. Really? The comm rings, a connection has been established. When you pick up, you can hear the captain's voice in panic.
Bless you.
Yeah, they didn't hear that. Hippolytus here, the Cylons and that thing in front of us, they're everywhere. We need help. Scimitar to Hippolytus, please maintain position. We're calling for reinforcements to engage Space Star. Can't you just destroy it? Negative. Our ship won't make it against a Cylon base star on its own. Let's hope there's a Battlestar patrolling nearby. Keep that ship safe. Okay, so we've got 3 raiders over here. The Gunstar should be commanded destroyed. Game over, of course. Gunstar has weapons that can deal damage to large enemy groups. Should be ready soon. Meantime, defend against the small groups. I'm going to move you back to there. Okay, we got the flat cannons. Gunstar weapons offer another way to complement your squadrons to deal with Cylons and multiple types of Gunstar weapons, each with specific effects and strengths. Gunstar has deployed a weapon, the offensive flak. You can hover over the weapon displayed. Information. The Gunstar weapon deals damage over time to an affected area. Very efficient at destroying groups of enemies with low hull points. It really is. Select your weapon and try to target the pack of 7 Cylon Raiders. These guys. We'll see a ballistic prediction by the enemies will be on impact. Target the groups so they're all in the area of effect. Once you've chosen to target the weapon, unpause. So, it's basically you get this kind of ghost thing going on. But if we hit them just about there, they'll be flying through the flak field for as long as possible. And I'm okay with that. Oh no, they all died. Noise answer, of course, suspect multiple Cylons are intercepting our communications. Putting ourselves at risk here, what should we do? We're getting them out of here. Yeah, because we're nice like that. Gunstar scimitar to Hippolytus. Sending new comments will cover you during the FTL preparations to get out of this hellhole together. Okay, so basically just have to get everyone out. We got a whole 52 seconds. Battlestar Galactica's Scattered Hopes is a game about survival. Cylon forces are overwhelming in strength and number. The goal is to protect the fleet and resist the Cylons long enough for the Gunstar to compute an FTL jump and get away. Protect the fleet, survive until the timer reaches 0, then jump. So here's your timer. It's calculating, and you can emergency jump, but I've never drawn them before because I'm not stupid. Not completely stupid. Destroy a new job squadron. The Cylons will deploy various types of squadrons to Allocate Fleet. Always takes some time to hover over and check the strengths and weaknesses, so we do that. Yeah, not bad. This is one Cylon who totally looks like a Raptor. It can fire long range, but will take weaker and shorter range to move slowly. Best way to deal with them is possible to destroy them at close range with your Vipers, which I was doing already. Okay, they took a little bit of damage, but tiny bits of damage. It's fine. I've got 4.6 seconds left on my artillery. The outnumbered here would help be appreciated. Running out of options to help you, except for nukes launcher. But I don't want to use a nuke. I don't want to use a nuke. I want to use my artillery. Fine, we'll use a nuke. Are you sure we haven't received proper clearance? Protocol demands. Forget protocol, Lieutenant. Look around. You have to get out of here. Launch a nuke. Yes. Here's the previous new type of squadron. Heavy Raider. Heavy Raiders have many hull points. Your offensive flag won't be sufficient to take out 7 of them. That's a lie. It might be the right time to use a nuke. Get your squadrons out of the way and wait for the enemies to spawn. First, need to unload that, and then throw the nuke on. Nuke away. Nine seconds. Here are your squadron decks. You can use them to deploy different squadrons depending on battle situations you face. Or you can just right-click on them to get everyone to run away. Right now, your main concern is safety, bring and deploy squadrons back before the FTL jumps. Squadrons that are out of the gun star during the jump are wrecked, but not lost, so you can still be repaired. Yeah, because, you know, you just take their essence with you. Right-click on each, which I've done. Jumping. Wolven, Raptors should be able to jump on their own if it was for the fact that they were the Raptors we know. These are artillery Raptors, and I'm assuming that their big stonking gun makes it impossible for them to jump. Jump complete, Commander. We made it. In the Combat Information Center, no one feels like celebrating. Your gun star and a few vessels in your wake seem to be the last survivors, out of 50 billion souls. Confirming the Hippolytus followed us as well as smaller ships. Since the attacks on the 12 colonies, we've been evading the Cylon killing spree. You've rescued a handful of small ships and abandoned countless others to their fate. Surviving has been a matter of luck. The only spark of hope left is a tenuous signal of a mysterious beacon. Mysterious mystery. We would be able to jump, but someone installed a big stupid gun where the jump engine should go. Yes, that's right. That's what they did.
That's about right.
Yeah. There's got to be a political maneuver. Military person wouldn't do that. What if we put a bigger gun on it? We wouldn't be able to jump. Yeah, but a bigger gun. For now, surviving is all matters. Commander, the colonial beacon's in this sector, but we're receiving serious reports from across the fleet. Immediate repairs are needed if we want to jump again anytime soon. First things first, let's fix our fleet. You damn right, let's fix our fleet. Yeah. Okay, so this is your fleet manager bits. This is where a lot of the game will take place. During this phase, you can repair and handle fleet problems. This is the situation. It occurred because the Gunstar sustained critical damage while escaping the silence. If you don't resolve it before it expires, it will have negative consequences on your ship. Hovering over the selecting situation will provide information. Okay. Oop. Scimitar was heavily hit by the Cylons. That is a lie. We didn't get hit once. We all saw it. I was awesome.
Correct.
Resolve the situation by providing supplies. Providing supplies to the crew to resolve the selected situation by selecting supply choice and then performing a fix hold action. There is also another one here which goes on your officers. You collect more people that you can assign to certain things, and you can use them to negate the need for using supplies or scrap or thallium. But we have to do it this way, so. The fleet has been through a lot to escape the Cylons. Situations have surfaced. Take a look at those. Some can put the fleet health at risk. This is your fleet health. Okay, so I can't do that again, so I'm gonna do it. We don't have enough to do anything. Fleet health gauge represents the state of the population and the crew in your fleet. Reaching 0 fleet health will result in the game over, because everyone dies. Unfortunately, you can't resolve another situation right now. The fleet is low on supplies. According to the latest reports, the fleet is running low on supplies. Really? You're smart. I can see why you got to be communications officer. With Hippolytus and all the small ships under our watch, we need enough water, food, and medicine to survive out there, also known as supplies. A scouting party was sent to the area. We are expecting an update soon. Looks like the scouts reported back. That was timely. They found wreckage of a civilian ship. It was on its way to Toron when the Cylons attacked. There are no survivors, but supplies aboard remain intact. The team is standing by to retrieve the resources. Get on with it! We want stuff. Thallium is necessary to jump to another sector, but also explore points of interest within the sector and gathering needed resources. Thallium is the main fuel used for sublimic space travel and FTL jumps. I totally know I said that wrong. Okay, so we do that. Again, you can have a person here which will gain you more supplies. It's the same as if you're going looking for thallium or anything. If you use one of your officers, you find more. But it's whether or not you want to do that. This is where the answers come in. Okay. Every action with the turn icon will move time forward. All situations will be one step closer to the expiration, at which point they will apply their effect. The fleet currently has 3 situations expiring in 2 turns. You won't be able to resolve them all. The journey is about survival, and more often than not, you will have to make difficult decisions and let some situations expire, keeping your scarce resources for later. That is big. That is. I don't want to lose health on my Gunstar. I really don't. That's 40. That's 20. Okay, so we'll take that one. And I'll repair my Gunstar. All Gunstar weapons and squadrons are restored in the main hangar. That's where you'll be able to level up and repair squadrons. Squadrons gain experience, XP during battles, and can be improved. Let's go to the Gunstar hangar and level up your squadrons. Yes, because we did actually. You see it had a number 1 above the hangar button. It's because one of our places got a level up, so. Every time a squadron destroys a Cylon unit, it gains XP. During the last battle, your Viper gained enough to reach level 2. It was shooting a lot of people, so I'm not surprised. Choosing the right squadron abilities is one of the most important strategic choices you can make to strengthen your fleet. They are add permanent upgrades or new capabilities to your squadrons. There are 2 types. Passive abilities improve the squadron consistently during battles without regarding any action. Active abilities requiring activation, sometimes a target, and have a cooldown. They can be more powerful but are more situational. I prefer the passives on this. I really do. I can understand why people want to go with the actives, but the passives can be just stackable in so many ways. Some abilities are rarer and more impactful than others. Carefully read the descriptions, select one of the 3 abilities. Okay, we have our first poll. You got 40 seconds. Twitch people, you have a chance.
Change rock, put the exclamation mark in, otherwise it won't work.
Yeah. You have to put the exclamation mark. It literally tells you, do the exclamation mark. Oh, Red Moogle wants it as well. There you go, buddy. You got it. Okay, so I'm being told I have to take B. You all went B. That's fine. It was a good test. The system works.
Hey, Moggy. Hi, everyone. Thank you for voting.
Yes.
We love democracy.
I love democracy. I love the Republic. You can explore how and examine your squadrons and weapons. When done, you can return to the fleet management view. Okay. So, we do have other things. We have the Raptor here. We also have this. This is a Wolf. It's a heavier Viper, basically. It doesn't have the Hunter instincts at all as a core ability. But it does have... I think it's faster overall than the Viper. Speed 18. No, it's slower. But it's a tanky thing. And working with the Viper is good. I prefer working with this Raptor, though. This artillery piece is really nice. However, you can have up to, like, 8 different units. You can pick them up along the way. Absolutely no problems with that at all. Works fine. But you can only launch 2 at a time, unless you upgrade things later, which we will get to. Well, you're right, Major Arendet? I'm going with that. Our new CAG really made a difference out there against the Cylons. Your XO has been with you for the best part of 2 years. You're glad to have him by your side. We are. Also, someone from Hippolytus offered his help. He'll make a good chief tech. During your attacks, you lost many people, including your previous CAG and chief tech. His name is Ian Vasilenko. I really hope I said that right. He's starting as we speak. You smile. For the first time in a while, your XO, CAG, and chief tech now form your inner circle. You see them as heroes. Without them, this would be hopeless. Okay, these are your heroes. You can have up to 7. Again, we can find them out there. The bar on the left is their experience bar. They do level up on their own as well, which can have impacts on your weapons, on your fighters, on all sorts of things. So, heroes are the fleet's elite. They're chosen to take active role in accepting your authority. They have a huge impact during both fleet management and battle phases. Heroes once per sector can resolve POIs and situations, increasing POI gains or avoiding situation supply costs. They're essentially your fleet's survival. Like squadrons, heroes can level up and gain new traits, providing the situational bonuses in various contexts, like resolving a situation, being assigned to a squadron, to a weapon, etc. You can hover over traits to get more information. So CAG attack formation assignable to squadrons. So we're going to assign her to the Vipers because she's amazing. As long as this hero is deployed, the squadron, all allied squadrons gain plus 3 damage or 3% damage per the hero's level. They can have up to 4 levels. So they can get like 12%. Or it might be 5 levels because they're already 1, which make it 15%. Either way, extra damage is extra damage. There's their XP. And they do have health. It makes sense later. You can select them during the fleet management to learn more about their traits and current state. Okay, we should take advantage of the opportunity. We have an opportunity. We like opportunities. Opportunities are good. Crises are bad. Opportunities are good. Your cargo barge is in while you have your head in reports. Commander, I know we've been busy, but that beacon, what about it? You observe Major Ardette. It's her first time being questioned by your XO. I suspect it's been recently updated. Could be a silent trap. Toasters aren't exactly known for playing fair. No, it's the Colonial Fleet. They've left something for us. We have to pick it up. We have to. We don't have a choice. Let's hope it's worth it. Yes. Crisis opportunities will arise during your journey. Mainly crises. I'm going to say that. It's mainly this. You get this occasionally if you've been good. But you get that a lot. There are complex problems with high stakes that require several steps and actions to be resolved. While opportunities can lead to important bonuses or rewards, crises can be very dangerous for the fleet's survival and shouldn't be taken lightly. This section shows all current crises and opportunities in your fleet. Select the opportunity to show its file. There you go. Look at that. An opportunity. Mysterious beacon is located in the current fleet sector. It may bring hope to the fleet. So retrieve that. You can just literally click on that and it tells you what to do. Okay, so before we had like the supply thing over here and this was blank. This time we're going to choose. So I'm going to send her because she was the one saying we should do this. So I'm leaving it to her. I've got hiccups now. This is great.
Take a drink.
I will do. After the team explored the beacon and returned to the Gunstar with dataset, your CAG and Chief Tech have analysed it and reported back. I'm confused, sir. It's just an old dataset. By the looks of the beacon, the dataset was used during the Cylon War. The first one, I mean. 40 years ago, the 12 colonies were at war with the Cylons. Suddenly, the Cylons retreated and disappeared until today. But you were right, Major. The dataset has been updated recently. Very recently. Can we read the message inside? No, the encryption is brand new. We need to find a military outpost. With a bit of luck, they'll receive the latest access keys. Every time a hero resolves a situation or a POI, they gain XP. For resolving the situation, the hero gained enough to reach level 2. Okay, so we have to level up. Oh no, we have to do this again. So we've got veteran pilot. Assigned squadron gains plus 15% max hull. Travel planner. Obtain 1 extra Thylium every time this hero resolves a POI with Thylium reward. And then fast reloader. Assigned Gunstar weapon gives 10% cooldown. That one is useless to us because she's going to be on the Vipers. This one, very useful. This one is also useful because we will be harvesting Thylium a lot. And if we assign her to the job, let's say you've got just basic, you can get 4 Thylium. And if you do with an officer, you get or a hero, I should say, you get 6 Thylium. Well, if we assign her to it, it'd be the 6 Thylium plus 1 extra Thylium. So we would be getting 7 if we set her to do it. That does mean, though, she wouldn't be able to do anything else. So you can see where the kind of give and take is. But anyway, please don't choose C. I will ignore your vote. You're up. The poll has started. Ooh, Red Moogle's going for the veteran pilot. She wants the extra hull. Okay. Ooh, Wolven's saying go for the travel planner. If you're watching on YouTube and you were like, oh, I want to be part of this, you can go across to Twitch and you can watch on Twitch and you'll get to be part of the polls. It doesn't work on YouTube, I'm sorry. Okay, the people have spoken. We're going for veteran pilot. Okay, so now if we click on her, it won't let us. Heroes can have a major role during battles, assigned to Gunstar weapons. Okay, so we're going to assign people now. So Viper, I'm going to assign her. You can assign a hero to a squadron if they have the squadron trait, assignable trait, which she does. Squadron assignable traits will only apply their effect to the squadron the hero is assigned to. Be careful, if a squadron is destroyed in combat, its assigned hero will lose 1 health. In the weapon tab, you can also assign a hero to a gun-style weapon if they have an assignable weapon trait. Be careful, the gun-style sustains critical effects that weapon-assigned heroes will have to lose, so they can also lose health. You now know everything you need to know about hero assignment. You can try and assign heroes to your gun-style weapons or squadrons. Okay, so we're going to assign her to this. She's got Veteran Pilot, gives her Viper's 15% extra hull, and she's got that damage boost as well. So we're going to throw her on there. There you go. So now she's got that. They've got minor cannons upgrade for extra damage. Hunter's Dash. Sounds amazing. But we've got 2 other people. I don't have anyone else who can work on these things. So let's go to weapons. I've got the offensive flak and the nuke launcher. So offensive flak, we've got him. That's it. Yeah, he's already assigned to that. So our tech is useless to us in this situation. Drea's contact, Silent Raider, just jumped in the sector, has spotted us, sir. The Drea's screen briefly shows the icon of a Silent Raider flying near. It's there a few seconds, and then the Raider disappeared. They'll be back with more firepower. Someone gasped in CIC. Fear is palpable. How do they find us? There's no way they can trace our FTL jumps. Yeah, how do they find them, guys? Anyone got any idea?
I wonder what it could be.
Anyone got any ideas? How they're tracing us? I just don't understand. How can they be tracing us? Someone in the chat tell me. The tech is like for HUD. Useless is free to fight, but necessary afterwards. Yes, he is. Requesting permission to spool the FTL jump to the next known area, sir. We can't stay in this area. Looks like they're everywhere. We need to get the fleet as far away as fast. Yes. You never thought you'd abandon your home planet one day, but here you are. There's only one way to get away as fast as possible. Past the red line. Surely not a tracker. No. The red line beyond the theoretical limit of all FTL jump calculations are highly uncertain. Any jump with this setting can be deadly. So crossing the red line will send us crashing into a star. Do it. Yeah, get on with it. Stop questioning my orders. Shoot in the face. We couldn't possibly have a traitor on board. No, because we're all humans. CIC falls.
Definitely.
Yeah. CIC falls to silence. Your XO breaks it by shouting orders. Says in the fleet's condition 1, Commander, all systems ready for battle. Okay, so the time down here, it's normally we have 9 turns. It's the tutorials, we're only getting a few. Silence of found fleet. You have a few minutes before they attack. Use this time to prepare for battle. When you're ready, start the battle. Okay, so that's the start battle. We good on everything. We've got her assigned to there. We've got him assigned to the weapons. We need to level people up fast. But other than that, I think we're pretty much done. Right, so we can't do that. It's got to be in another sector. So hopefully we'll get into the next one. But yeah, okay, here we go. Assign heroes to squadrons, level up squadrons and heroes. We've done that. Solid battle, you can select squadrons or gunstyle weapons to deploy. Deploy as soon as possible. Be ready when the Cylons arrive. Your gunstyle has 2 squadron docks. Click on the dock to show the available squadrons and select one to deploy. Right, so I'm going to put them there, and I'm coming out with my Raptor. Raptor goes to there. Viper goes to there. Your gunstyle has a second weapon dock available. Be sure to deploy the second gunstyle weapon. Well, we're going to do that. It's going to be the nuke. I'm not going to use it, but I'd like to. Nukes are rare. That's all I'm going to say. As long as it's the start of battle, you can change and deploy orders instantly. Get out of tactical pause when you're satisfied with your deployment orders. Okay, I think we're good. We've only got held for a minute, so that's good. I'm going to leave the Raptor there. Where's my guns gone? I'll wait for the Raptor. My flak disappeared. After each battle, the fleet will be guaranteed a blessing. Choose the 3 options. We don't get any blessings because this is a tutorial. It's fine, we'll get them later. Depending on the battle, the options may be include a mix of rewards to improve the fleet or aids to mitigate negative consequences. Choose carefully. Okay, so we've got Squadron gains 30 XP. That will be the Raptor Squadron. It's got 12. It needs 50 to level up. So it won't allow it to level up. Gunstar restores 600 hull points. It is a bit battered at the moment. Or we get 1 Tylium. We could use pretty much all 3 of these. I'll leave it up to you. Choose whatever you want. Oh, did it? I was sure it was my flak cannons that were up. I do like the little progress bar next to things. You got 20 seconds, guys. Ooh, things are starting to flick around now. People are making different decisions. Red Moogle's even coming in and having her say. This is good. I'm liking this. Three, two, one. Forged in battle. Warning status, CIC, no one says a word. A jump past the red line is like a leap into the dark. Jump is complete, so all ships are followed through. As tension eases, you can hear the relief in the CIC. For a moment, you almost forget what you've been through. Scanning sector dreaders is detecting military structure nearby. We need to check it out. Find the encryption key. We better hurry. Who knows how close the Cylons are? Investigate the outpost. This is the timeline for current sector. This represents the time you have before the Cylons find and attack the fleet. You have a limited number of turns to resolve situations and POIs. Left click to continue. So this is down here. Like I said, it normally says 9. And there's a big red thing in the middle of it. But, you know. That's the outpost structure / POI. Explore it to advance the ongoing Scattered Hopes opportunity. You have 2 options to resolve the POI. Send a team, costs 1 Tylium. Send a hero for an improved reward, costs 1 Tylium and 1 action point for the selected hero. Heroes can use 1 action point per sector. Choose wisely on how you dispatch everyone in each sector. That's why it's important. So it would give us 9 as opposed to 5. I'm going to take that. Because we have nothing. Commander, the encryption key has been retrieved, but there's a problem. Our own D-Lab isn't up to date and can't read the key. Not surprised the whole Gunstar is 1 FTL jump away from the junkyard. Upgrade the lab at once. Great. Although fragile civilian ships can help the fleet survive, send your civilian ship, not the Gunstar, to learn more. Okay, so if you train civilian ship crews properly, they can provide various resources and bonuses. This is the current efficient level of your civilian ship, 0. So So it's giving us nothing. To level up a civilian crew efficiently, you need to train its crew. Every time you train them, will cost the ship will gain 30 XP, plus 1 turn will pass. Train the ship to upgrade its efficiency to level 1. Okay, so we just hit that. Ship efficiency has now improved to level 1, which will produce scrap at the start of each sector. Different civilian ships do different things. So some produce scrap, some produce supplies, some even produce Thylium. Improving a civilian ship efficiency takes time, but it's a good investment in the long run. Efficiency upgrades will be deactivated for the tutorial for now. Okay. You suck. Fleet scrap. It can be used to trade, repair, or upgrade your Gunstar in the R&D lab. Now let's take a look at the Gunstar R&D lab. This, I feel, is not a first run thing. You do this when you've been able to use some of your favors to get good starts. And then you add by doing bits in this, because these get extremely expensive extremely quickly. As the fleet upgrade, you need to read the encryption key and advance the ongoing Scattered Hopes opportunity. Select the upgrade to acquire more information. Okay, so we need that, but we don't have it. Here you can see the detail of the fleet. Unfortunately, this fleet doesn't have enough scrap to unlock its level 2. No! It's almost like it's scripted. You need to find more. Return to the fleet management to find scrap. Okay. Fortunately, your Gunstar has its own means to produce resources for emergency situations like this. Select your Gunstar, get more information. Your Gunstar has several emergency production units. It's not the most efficient, but always there in a need. These units can produce scrap, supplies, or Thylium. These production units require 2 turns for an output. It's not as efficient as POIs, but a few additional resources needed. Productive way is use turns. As there is no POI around, use scrap emergency recycling to obtain scrap. Needed for the Gunstar's upgrade requires 2 turns. So, invest. Invest. Great, you can now return to the R&D lab and upgrade your fleet logistics. Gunstar's lab has been upgraded, sir. We'll start decrypting the message at once. It'll take a few cycles. You have learned the basics of Battlestar Galactica's Scattered Hopes. You still have 2 turns before the Cylons arrive. Use this time to prepare your fleet. You can also assign heroes to the Gunstar weapons or squadrons in the hangar, resolve POIs or situations, level up your squadrons and heroes, upgrade your fleet, use production units. You're now in charge. Okay, so first things first, we're going to give you a rank up. Travel Planner, obtain Thylium every time we do a Thylium POI. Assign Gunstar weapon gains 10% cooldown. That's pretty good. Cyber Squadrons gains 15% hull. We don't have veteran hull for this guy, so it's either Travel Planner or Fast Reloader. Your time starts now, good dear viewer. I know what I'd choose for him, but I'm not going to influence you. Five seconds. They have a setting for this for 20 seconds. I just think that's a little too tight, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. He's on the Gunstar weapon, so that's good. Okay, so we've got 2 turns. I would like to repair my ship. We don't have the scrap to do it, so there's no point. We've got a scrap pickup here. Metal-rich planet gives us 63 scrap if we send one of our heroes. We've only got 4 Thylium. That's scary. Also, a drifting ship, Botanical Cruiser. If we send a hero, guaranteed uncommon or higher rarity item if the POI is resolved by a hero. So that's just add a civilian ship but we can get extra bits. So I'm gonna send a hero on this one. We'll send you your shooting person's amazingness. New civilian ship has joined your fleet, the Asham. Okay, it's already a level 2 ship. It's damaged to hell and back, but it gives us 5 supplies per jump. We need to repair it, though. That's going to be an issue. And you can do this one, because we're going to need the... we're going to need that scrap. Opportunity seized. Okay. The R&D lab is done. The message decryption is almost ready. Just a few more seconds, Commander. It's from Commander Adama. The whole CIC falls silent. Commander William Adama is a war hero, but you thought he retired years ago. Put on speakers now. Time comes to a standstill as the last message of the colonel of your feet is being decrypted. Suddenly a familiar voice can be heard. This is Commander Adama speaking. Today, after decades of silence, the Cylons have attacked our colonies. In a matter of hours, our homeworlds have been left bombarded and destroyed. A gas comes from behind you. Someone is crying. Our enemy has found a way to disguise themselves. They have infiltrated our society, our social circles, our crews. They look like us. To some, the situation might sound dire, but all hope is not lost. You've trained for this. You're ready. I have a plan. Rejoin with Battlestar Galactica. I will guide you to refuge. So say we all. The message ends abruptly. A handful of your officers repeat the words. An old saying. I can't say that sentence. And a powerful voice, you shout, so say we all. Can I have a so say you all in the comments, please?
So say we all.
Okay, well, we're going to upgrade you first before we get into this fight. Veteran pilot. I don't think he actually has. All fleet upgrades in the R&D lab cost 4% less per this hero's level. Nice. All right, we've got... he's not a pilot, so I don't know why it's giving us this one. That can give us the Tylium thing again, which we might need because we are short on Tylium. And then we've got the Gunstar cooldown. You need to make a decision, people. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, Wolven's going for the fuel again. Mick saying fuel as well. It's going to be fuel, isn't it? It's going to be fuel. I'm okay with this. Fuel is good. Okay. He has now got the ability to get us extra fuel, and that's good. We're going to have to get into a fight. This ship is battered. Actually, can I assign him to a gun? I just want to make sure I can. If I can, it'd be great. No. Alright, I was hoping it would, but... he's definitely not going to be that. Ooh, hello. While an auto pause is on, tactical pause will automatically deactivate during battles whenever critical conditions are met. You can deactivate at any time. Hydra class frigate. 6,000 health.
Ouchie.
Mm-hmm. We've got 2-minute countdown. So, Viper, I want you at the 150 mark. A Raptor, go to the 100 mark. They are both signing up. Okay, let's do this. Explosive missile launching. Viper, go for the Raiders. Missile launching back there. I'm going to have the Viper come back because we would like it to. Ow. I'm going to move you across. That's a nuke. Not going to fire that yet. They're not all together. It's making it very difficult. We got a missile coming in. 9 seconds. I'm going to run you back to here. Run, run. Oh, this will happen again. Complete. Yay. Fleet is one step closer to the Galactica. Choose your blessing. Only begin. Congratulations, you've completed the tutorial and saved this fleet for now. You can continue playing regular run with this fleet and try and survive the 12 sectors. It's up to you. I think I'm going to... We're about to start a regular run on normal difficulty. No, we're not. I'm going to say we're not starting a regular run. I'm sorry. No. I've done regular. It's horrible. I will turn it up later when we've got a chance, but right now, no. The raiders come in ridiculous numbers, and you're not going to be able to keep up with them. They spawn snipers and heavy raiders in like groups of 7 constantly. You get wiped so fast. Okay, who leveled up? Oh, our Raptor leveled up. Okay. Auto repair foam. Unit restores 20 hull points every 15 seconds during battle, whether it's deployed or not. Glass cannon increases the unit's primary weapon damage while decreasing its hull. Alright, well then you take care, buddy. Active maneuvers. Oh, evasive move, sorry. Unit gains maximum evasion for the duration of the fleet. Attacking cancels the effect. So it's an activable one. I can be okay with that, but this unit doesn't do that. It sits in a place and makes things far away blow up. I'm tempted by auto repair foam. Glass cannon could also be something that will go, so I will go with whatever you guys want. Jews. Oh, Wolven straight on the A. His last decision before we leave. Moggy's also A. Okay. And Red Moogle's also going A. It's going to be A, isn't it? That's okay. I kind of like the foam thing. I have to admit, I do kind of like the foam thing. I'd like to get you a pilot. I'd like to have pilots in all my squadrons, to be honest with you. And we probably should use the wolf. These guys have leveled up. We probably should bring the wolf out and let it level up. I'm going to keep with the Viper because this thing can just get better and better and better. We do need Tylium, so that's going to pretty much tell us what we're going to do. Okay, so the bar is a wonderful place. You can influence things. Up here, you have your fleet status. So you've got workers, military, and underworld. Your healthcare and your maintenance. They all impact things. But your workers, military, and underworld impact massively because they can either give you opportunities or be the bane of your existence. Thing is, you tend to have to sacrifice one to make the other one better. If that makes sense. Discuss special perk with your XO. Commander, I've met with an interesting fellow here, a scientist, an expert in armament systems. She says she could help with upgrades to new systems of the Gunstar. What do you say? Let her improve our weapons and squadrons. A new system wouldn't hurt. Obtain a auxiliary system that can only be common. 20% all damage dealt by allied units, weapons, or effects. And 20% speed to all squadrons gained for 2 sectors. Okay, so weapons in squadrons is a 2-sector boost or a new thing overall. I am tempted more by the new thing overall, but I'll leave it up to you guys. I'll leave it up to you. Both would work for me, to be honest with you. Moggy says B. Okay. That barman really likes cleaning that piece bar in particular. He's also doing it mechanically, doesn't he? Okay, looks like we're going with B. I'm okay with that. Got it, I'll tell her. New auxiliary system has been acquired. Advanced targeting lenses. All squadrons' primary weapons gain 25% range. That's massive! And we could scrap it if we want to, but no. Give me that. That means our... Yeah, range is 19 now. It was 15. It's gone up by 4. That's huge. That's gone up to 140 from 112. Damn. That is oh yes. Rival Lake. Okay, let's go back to the bar because there might be something else in here. No, nothing in there. Okay. We need fuel. We desperately need fuel. So, who was our guy? Was it this guy? Yeah, he's got the travel plan, so we're going to send him for that. So, he'll gain us 5 plus 1. So he'll gain us 6. That solved our fuel problems very, very quickly. Okay. Gunstar and civilian ships can stay critical effects. These are these things. Try to avoid triggering the effects. It will negatively affect your fleet management. Repair your ships with hold points. Okay, so that's fine. So we can repair 16 scrap. That's going to bring it back into line. You are okay for now, so you... I prefer to do that. That doesn't cost us turns either, which is very important. We do have this. We have 5 turns to sort it out. I don't think there's anything else I really want. We'll check the sector map. So we've done those bits. We are now here. They're scouting. That's Galactica. So we are apparently here. And we have to get past all this. It's not going to happen this time, but I'm going to give it a damn good go. Scrap would be very useful to us, so we will send you to go and get 70 scrap. We have a crisis. One problem at a time. Commander, the FTL jump report doesn't look good. Our Gunstar is not fitted for these operations. It will be damaged if we keep it on like this. With a bit more time and some additional resources, we could prevent future wear and tear, or we could assign engineers to maintain the FTL drive. Why wouldn't we just do that? We need to spend time and resources in solving this. Considering our situation, everything now is about choosing your priorities. Short-term versus long-term. Resources against manpower. Okay. So, we have a choice. And by we, I mean you have a choice. Suffer upon crisis failure. 460 damage dealt to the Gunstar. You'll have your resources. Prepare a team to fix now, but we don't know what the resources are. It will probably mean finding something. Bypass crisis now, but suffer. 25% Gunstar and civilian ship repair for 3 sectors. And this engineers across the fleet will manage. Neither one is really good. I normally go for the left one because it's the deal with it now, but we don't know what the requirements are going to be. So I will leave it up to you. Make your choice. I'm liking this. I don't have to make any decisions. This is amazing. Kingpin says A. I'd say Kingpin. I'm on the same kind of thought process, to be honest with you. Okay, 5 seconds. Both are terrible. They really are. Gorkstar, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the vote. Okay, yeah. We'll go with that. We have to figure out what the resources are. Count on me. Okay, so let's have a look at what these requirements are. Fix malfunctioning systems. It's going to take us 2 turns. Calibrate the FTL. Nothing really massive then. So that's 2 supplies. That's 4. It's cost us 6 supplies. We've already got a supply pickup as well, so that's fine. I'm just going to do that. One turn, and we will then do that. Okay, crisis solved. Great news, the FTL issue has been found and repaired. Gunstar shouldn't be affected after all. Team did well, people. Oh, but I want to do that. I want to do that. You're not going to let me, are you? Okay. So I have a report the Underworld plans to redistribute the belongings of those who couldn't join the fleet before our escape. Workers find the idea appalling and prefer the items to be passed to relatives or friends. What should we do with the belongings? Okay, so agree with the workers, make sure those items are given to relatives and friends. Where possible, workers' opinion of us increases, the Underworld decreases. Underworld is right, redistribute the belongings, we'll stay out of this. Underworld increases, workers decrease. Seize those lost belongings, we need them, and everyone starts hating us. Personal, I want the workers on side. I do. But again, I'll go with what you decide, people. I'll go with what you decide. I won't argue. At all. I mean, I'll think about it, but I won't actually do it. I like the fact that we're all thinking the same way here. You know, screw the underworld. Okay. Your relation with factions or its influence in the fleet has changed. To know more about the current state of the factions, yeah, we've got the summary thing up there. They are fair. No, it's not really changed a lot, and we're okay with that. Okay, so we've got 5 turns. We don't have anything else, so I'm going to go for the maximum number of supplies. I am going to try and get our civilian ships patched up. Repairing the smart this thing. It'll give us 3,800 extra, but it costs 33. I don't know if it's really worth it. I'm not sure. I mean, we could just invest in scrap afterwards. We've got 4 turns. That gets 40 scrap back, so we would replace this. And there's nothing else to really do. So having a fully functioning fleet would probably be the best thing. Man, I've got a bit of an ask. I'm working on a personal project. I need some specific nails and screws used in fleet maintenance, the kind the Gunstar sends to other ships to help. Thing is, I kind of think we're overdoing it with maintenance sometimes, and getting access to these materials would be a real game changer for me. What do you say, sir? Just once. I'll give you the nails and screws you need. Her morale improves. Maintenance status deteriorates. What's the maintenance status like? Average. I kind of need her happy, though. I don't know. Once again, you got a job to do. Tell me what you think, people. Oh. You're all going... You're too fast there, Gokstar. Don't worry about it, mate. Okay, you're going with keeping maintenance happy and saying like, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I don't know, but it's fine. Appreciate your honesty. She's not happy. She's not a happy mood. No, it's fine. We'll make it work. Anyway, we were going to get more scrap. All right. Too bad she'll have other opportunities. Well, we hope she will. All right, let's do this. We've got nothing we can do in the fleet lab right now. It costs too much. We haven't had the scrap to do it. They've already been repaired. Heroes have been assigned. We've already done our ships and everything. Yeah. We haven't had a chance to select anything for civilian defense because we haven't. You need to have 3 civilian ships in order to assign something for defense. And we don't have a 3rd ship. That's the problem. So where are we going? Okay, so we've got a distress call, fuel hauler emergency beacon, a planet with a crash site, smuggler's cache, a wreckage, civilian cargo wreckage, fuel hauler emergency beacon, and a space harbor. That would give us... So the space harbor would give us another ship. Structure is likely to give us another weapon or subsystem. The crash site might give us another person. Both have fuel. Hmm. I don't know. An extra ship would be good. And we would get supplies and fuel out of that one. Okay, saying Bayako. I have to say I'm leaning towards that as well, because the extra ship does require give us extra stuff to work with. Okay, we're doing it. Bayako it is. Let's get through the fight. A Typhon class frigate, Type D. $6,000. It's got mutation, blood frenzy. All units deployed gain Cylon mutation blood frenzy. Units gain 10% damage every time it deals damage for the remainder of the battle. Overload Berserker. Every 10 seconds upon battlefield arrival, one unit will gain Cylon Overload. Unit gains big damage increase, but at the expense of increased damage received. Okay. Love the fact that the civilian ships have no evasion whatsoever. I'm going to stick with the Raptor for now. I really should switch out, though. Let's bring in the Wolf. We need to get this leveled up. It's a heavier fighter. I'll put it to this side. It has a longer range on its gun, anyway. Inbound missile. Bring you back along that way. We've got a gun style weapons if we need them. Seconds left. It's firing 2 missiles. This is going to be a pain in the neck. $17 seconds, pulling them back. In fact, they've got to jump in. We've got 9 seconds at 6. We made it. Okay, 50 blessings. So that gives us to that second, multiple runs going on top of each other, feeding on top of each other. It's that whole roguelike kind of thing. Okay, so Vipers are going to level up. The Wolf is halfway to a level up. That's pretty good. Exalted Asham, which is that ship there, which has it's level 2. It would gain 60 XP, which is a damn good pickup, to be honest with you. Providential Gift, obtain 30 scrap. Champion of Humanity, Arendet gains 15 XP. What have you got? That would put her onto level 2 or level 3? Level 3. I'll put her onto level 3. Any one of these would be useful. Probably the scrap be the least useful. The other two definitely, but I will leave it up to you people. The wolf does work well. You need to level it up a bit. That's all it is. It just needs to be leveled up. And it gains damage buffs and all sorts of things. It's slower than a Viper, but it has longer range than a Viper. Change Rock just came back after... Well, we've just finished another fight, and there's a poll coming up. We can give the Asham 60 experience. That would be good. It still require a couple of training cycles to get the crew up to level 3, but that's fine. Gift would be just getting 30 scrap. I'm liking this one for leveling her up, but all of these are good. You guys make your choice. There's not a bad one there, honestly. There really isn't. Yeah, we're actually getting it kind of spread out, which is nice. We're at 50-50. Gorkster, also liking C. Tough Gold, yes. It really is. They balanced it very well on some of these. Some of them, they balanced it so well. You're kind of like, but that's good. But that's good. It's a draw. Well, that's a first. Okay, I have to make a decision then. What's my level on Hippolytus? Level 1. I'd prefer it if it was for that one. Honestly. Getting her another level. I'm going to take that. Getting her another level. Alright, so first things first. Science Squadron gains 20% evasion but suffers 10% speed. That is bad for the Vipers. That is really bad for the Vipers. Science Squadron abilities. 25% duration. That doesn't help them at all, apart from that gains their active thing gains 25% duration. That doesn't actually help her at all. Every time a Science Squadron activates an ability, restores 20 hull points. Doesn't trigger with toggleable abilities like Hunter's Instincts or mode activation like Offensive Coordination. There's actually nothing here that's helpful to her at all. That is actually bad for us. But I'll leave it up to you. I'll leave it up to you. This is the way it works sometimes. There's no good options. And if there's no good options, then a decision needs to be made. Yeah, okay. We don't have anything right now, but it could be later. It's the best of the worst. At least it's situationally helpful. That is true. Okay, to the bar. Because we just had a fight, we need to have a drink. Okay, so we've got join Ian Valesco for a game of Pyramid. Chat with healthcare specialists. Gamble scrap. Not gambling scrap with the triad. I'm not doing it. Let's chat with the healthcare specialist first. Step forward to ask questions, listening to them before telling them how important their work has been. We want to thank you and offer a service. Add random resource PI to this sector. Add random POI to this sector. Oh. I don't want to spend the supplies. A resource POI would be nice. I'll leave it up to you again. You tuned in tonight. You didn't think you were going to have to do so much work, did you? there's actually some split on this. Okay. Mick saying pay the resources, but maybe higher tier loot. That's true. It could be. Okay. I don't want to do it, but Moggy's right. It could be higher tier loot. Okay. What have we got? So we've got cargo wreck. That's our Tylium. We can get ourselves a one ship still functioning, and then an emergency escape pod. Ooh. Okay. Right. So we need to use him for the Tylium. So let's use that one first. Why is everyone's morale so low? You mean this bar here, Moggy? If it is, then no, that's their experience between levels. That's their experience bar. Yeah. Okay, we have an issue. Seeing my request to repair the Gunstar's cargo job, it seems, was denied. It works now, sure, but extremely fragile. Fire could destroy the whole system and turn the ship into little more than a floating hunk of garbage. All I need is a bit of scrap to prevent future problem, Commander, not much. We can spare the scrap. I'm not going to ask for a poll on this because it's an obvious. We've got 82 scrap and it improves maintenance status, so I'm going to do it. There's no reason to not do it. That's one of those things where it's like, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. We've got 2 turns before the next one. Okay, so let's go and find ourselves a person. Alexandra Samaras. She's a pilot. Have an interesting opportunity on our hands. Okay. Happens because maintenance is good. Nuclear forgery. Okay, Commander, given a strong level of maintenance at the moment, my team had a little extra time putting our hands, came up with an idea. Good news for once. We propose building a system that mimics a nuclear signature, making the Cylons less aggressive towards civilian ships using Gunstar as a decoy. Focuses all squadron attacks only on the Gunstar for 3 sectors. That could be huge because it means we don't have to worry about them getting attacked. Okay, so what's that going to take? Reach level 3 in Gunstar upgrades weapon dot control. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. And that's just step 1. We've got step 2. It's 184 scrap. I'd rather spend it on that, which is 276, but it gives us a 3rd squadron to use. That's not happening. We can try, yeah, but I just don't see it happening anytime soon. I really don't. Let's have a look at you first. Fine-tuned. Assigned squadron gains 20% damage as long as the squadron is 100%. That's fine. Guess where you're getting put, sweetie? On the Wolves. That's right. Yeah, 3 times the current scrap. That's the problem. We're going to assign her to the Wolves. That's a big thing for us. And let's level up the Vipers. Okay, unit gains plus 5% evasion. Unit's primary weapon damage increase. Well, its whole decreases. Okay. Fire a long-range missile applying stun to target. Range 250 TU. Cooldown 25 seconds. Stun units cannot move or evade an attack. My gut's saying EMP missile or micro gyro stabilizer upgrade, but honestly, all three of them are good. You know what to do. You know what to do. Oh, yes, you know what to do. You know what to do. Do. You know what to do. All right. How we doing? It's split. Okay. Well, people have gone for the EMP missile, so we're going to go for it. We've got it. 2 of them. We can definitely use them. See what happens. Job done. Nothing extra on there right now, but he should level up soon, and hopefully we'll get something that can help him. Yeah. We've now got an extra person, so we should be able to get all of these. Let's grab ourselves a new ship. I'm going to use her because she's got the option of getting the most benefit out of this. New civilian ship join the fleet, the Viceroy. Obtain 5 supplies per jump. It comes in at level 2. Look at this damage, though. Ouch, that's going to be a big repair job. CIC needs us. Commander, we need your help. All of our exits are sealed. We're locked in. A Cylon missile exploded close to the ship must have triggered this response. What the... At first glance, he's right. Looks like a ship-wide electronic mechanical failure. We can't get out. Even our main airlock is blocked. You find some soothing words before picking Valenko, brain over possible solutions. See 2 options. Security lock must be reset. To do that, we need a spare system. Might find one in a wreckage or a colonial structure. The other is simpler but riskier for the ship. We blow the main airlock open. Lose 500 hull on the Viceroy. Ow! Me, personally, I would say blow the airlock, but we already know that the ship is seriously damaged. I'll leave it up to you. My gut's saying A. Honestly, but ouch. No good options there. None at all. Yeah, literally, everyone's A. A. Do I even wait? It's obvious it's A, isn't it? No, you made a decision, rival. You said you were going to wait the full 40 seconds, let people make their minds. It's A. It's totally A. Okay, so we know we need to find somewhere. Okay, so we've got this one. We need to try and level up that. It's not going to happen. Resolve a wreckage or structure POI. Okay, and then there's a second step as well. All right. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No one's upset about this at all. The good news is we've got all these things here. I am going... Our ship is locked by crisis seal, so... can't do anything there, but I can give some of the health back. We're out of scrap now, though, so... Fine. Let's get the full amount of supplies. So I got our hands on a spare system for the Viceroy. Excellent. Proceed. Get on with it. Yeah, 2 supplies to fix that. Crisis solved. Thank God. Tim has fixed my ship. I had doubts anyone would ever get an offer again. Thank you. We're all in this together. Yes, we are. Although I seem to be making all the freaking decisions and things. Actually, it's not me. It's solved this crisis. Good work. Hey, our chief tech is in high spirits. Pain in the backside. Can't stick him on a fighter. I'm going to have him do something useful. So I've been contacted by the underworld. We've gathered some extra scrap on the Viceroy and want to share it with us. Whenever you need detailed information about your fleet, make a decision. You can check your fleet summary here at any time. We will do that. There's the fleet summary. Here you can access all fleet items as well as current fleet upgrades. Click for any... Okay, so this is all our ships and everything. How it all broken down on the R&D. It seems like a big screen for no real reason, to be honest with you. But there you go. I know it's difficult to read GEF, but anything from the underworld probably comes with strings attached. But, and I do mean this, it's 30 scrap, and there is no downside other than rejecting it and the underworld hating us for it. So, obviously you get to make a decision, but I'm giving my endorsement for accepting, because I'm nice like that. And I've got 40 seconds to eat this jelly and ice cream that Red just gave me. Nah, it's plot. Someone actually voted B? Who was that? Kingpin? Okay. We accepted. It's stuff. We need it. Let's face it. I mean, we've got to reach level 3 in Gunstar upgrades. Weapon dot control. We need to get to that. I need 184 scrap to do that. Here's the funny thing. That allows us to have 3 separate weapons firing. I don't have a third weapon. I'd like a third weapon. But I don't have it. I don't know. I don't think there's a timeline on it. Which is fine. Okay, so what we got? We got 4 turns left until the next fight. We got nothing else going on right now. All our POIs are sorted. We're good on Tylium. Good on supplies. What's in R&D? R&D is expensive, Moggy. For example, we can upgrade our hull reinforcements to give us 15% maximum Gunstar hull points, 10% maximum squadron hull points, and they get progressively more expensive as you go up. An additional squadron would be 276, so I could deploy all 3 squadrons at once. Callisto class Gunstar tech. Basically, all squadrons get 3% evasion, but that's 46. Medbay stops our heroes getting hurt properly. 184 for an extra weapon slot on the dot control. And that's critical systems to protect that. They're all just cheap to begin with, and then they get progressively really expensive. Right now, we cannot afford it. But what we can do is invest in more scrap. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we do have a third ship now, so prevent Cylons from attacking all civilian ships and allow safe FTL jump. You need to choose 2 civilian ships that will remain behind to provide cover and protect the others during the battle. The 2 selected ships will be present in the battle, and the Cylons will always attack them as they were vulnerable. It's a difficult choice, but it's a choice you need to make for the survival of the fleet. The reason for this is you can have like 7, 10 civilian ships, and some of them are going to be in terrible shape. Now, I don't know if they gain like crew training or anything like that, experience. I have no idea. I really don't. I wish I did. That's 5. So we're getting 10 supplies per jump. Nice. I need to level you up then, don't I? Yes. Okay. So we'll go with the Ashram and the Viceroy. They're going to be our civilian defense. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Fair ships and squadrons, yes. Heroes squadrons, yes. Done that. Yeah, we're on the way. Okay. So, we've got Scorpi, which is an asteroid, which will give us supplies, gas giant, a temple ruin, which, I don't know, it looks like a scroll or something. Elite silent battle, optional elite silent battle, high risk, high reward. Wreckage, shipwreck, civilian cargo wreck, gas giant, calm sector without foreseeable crisis. Foreseeable crises are announced on the sector timeline. Additional crises can still be triggered if conditions are met. Should we go for the quiet sector? We're not in a very strong position right now. It might mean we could, like, build up our scrap, which would be a good thing, by the way, because we're trying to build that thing. That might not be a bad idea. And there's no chance to vote on this, so it's just going to be whatever you put in. And it has a scrap node. It does have a scrap node, Gorkstar. You are correct. It does have a scrap node. We do need the scrap. Okay, we're going for it. Gorkster and Moggy are both on agreement here, so that's good enough for me. Another Typhon class frigate. It's a Type B, the Blitz. Okay, I'm going to stick with the Wolf and the Viper for now. They're bringing Raiders straight in the front. That's fine. We'll let them do that. I love that hunter. It's so good. let's go for you. These guys are doing such great work. That bonus damage is just amazing right now. Are they getting through? We'll take the hits. That's fine. We can take the repairs on that. We're waiting. We're waiting for that thing. I don't want to wreck that fighter. I don't have to. All right. That was damn good. We got a bonus there because we took down 20 raiders in a single round. I'm guessing with Viper, but that could be a thing. The Wolf is going up this round anyway. Scimitar took a bit of damage. That's an easy repair. Okay, Shadow Veil. Sector has an additional safe turn available. No event or foreseeable crisis can be triggered during this safe turn. Viceroy gains 60 XP. Horatius Fernandez gains 15 XP. That's our guy who sat there and did nothing for that fight because the Vipers and the Wolf are doing all the work. Doing all the heavy lifting on that one. Viceroy, it would make it cheaper getting him to level 3, but it's not... It's desperately needed, honestly. But, as always, I'll leave it up to you guys. Yeah, they were really spawn killing the Cylons on that one, weren't they?
Just a little.
All right, Gorks are straight in there with Exalted. Give 60 extra XP to the Viceroy. This did not convince. No, not at all. Hasn't done a damn thing. Hasn't killed anybody. I've been too busy sitting back here going, I'll take this one. No, okay, no. The Viper's got that one. I'll take this one. No, the Wolf got that one. Okay, it's 50-50.
Your choice, babe.
Did you vote as well, Red? You did. Okay. Okay, yeah, it is actually just my choice now. Okay, everybody agrees that Fernandez can go do one. Because he literally sat there and went, I could fire my gun, but I don't want to. Ranking with the Viceroy would be good, don't get me wrong. But an extra safe turn. I feel that would be something better to lean on, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm going with the safe turn. Okay, let's flick off there. Let's start with the bar. Okay. Gamble supplies the period game? Nope. Sit down with Serena deck and share a drink. That could be good because we did kind of annoy her earlier on. Chat with maintenance specialists. The maintenance is good. I really don't think we need to talk to them right now. But they might get us something. What is her... She's all right. Her morale's okay. In fact, all of our heroes are okay. Not great, but they're okay. All right, let's talk to the maintenance then. They might be able to give us something shiny. Listen to their complaints and ideas before thanking them for their hard work. They feel heard after a quick chat between the office service. 20% minus hull to losses for situation in this sector, or 20% hull losses for all situations in 2 sectors. I'll leave you to choose. Walks just straight in there with an A. I can understand that. 31. Moggy, I have 31 supplies at the moment. Ooh, Moogle's saying B as well. Okay. Gorkster, I think you've been outvoted, bud. I didn't expect that. But okay, people are saying it, so we're going to do it. The next 2 sectors, we've got 20% hull losses down. That's good. We've got no crisis in this area at all. And 10 turns instead of 9. That's massive. Wisdom of the crowd. Yeah, we'll go with that, bud. Wisdom of the crowd. Let's level up the wolf. Okay. So the wolf doesn't do quite as much damage as the viper. I think it's slightly faster or whatever. But it does have longer fire range. So, ooh. Battle analysis. This is a legendary upgrade. Every 10 seconds while undeployed in the docks, unit gains 5% damage and 3% evasion for the remainder of the battle. So if you don't deploy it straight away, remote diagnostic activatable. Restore 50 hull points to all other allied units within radius. Cool.
That's quite nice.
Pinned attack. Units gain 20% damage against non-moving units. So that would be when the heavy raiders stop to trade fire, or the sniper units.
Or the capital ships.
Oh, no. We're not mentioning that raid because I am not engaging a capital ship.
They're all quite good.
They are all very good. Choose what you think is right. I'm really liking that battle analysis and the pinned attack. I really am, but I'm not sure. Okay, battle analysis. That's gonna stack quickly. I need a third launch tube. That's what I need. Because I can have these two running fleet hounds and that just sitting back there battering anything that gets close. Oh, okay. We have things to do, places to go, people to see. We've got 4, so I'm going to use Ian straight off the bat. We're going to go and get that fuel, because that gets us 5. That's going to make a big difference to us. And he levels up as well. You know what? I'll leave the officer levels up until we've got everyone else done, because I'm going to end up getting another person here. Yeah, we'll use her for that. Issue? Something I need to run by you, sir. The military has been assessing our firepower since we left the colonies. They say everyone in their ranks needs security clearance to access top secret information. What do you think, Commander? Careful, Commander. We can't give them too much power. Do we really want to share our classified data with lower ranked service members? Just want to point out, not exactly a fan of the way she's doing the whole hit flex thing, trying to distract me. It's not working. You're not Grace Park. I'm not sure on this one. Because we have knowledge about the Cylons. But the game doesn't. Not yet. You see, that's where it's... This is one of those things that... It's kind of... You know... We know that there is a chance... Oh, this one's a toughie. This is a real toughie. It doesn't also help that Fernandez is the one saying, yes, we should definitely do this. And how dare they try and take information, blah, blah, blah. You haven't shot anything in weeks. Okay, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. The poll has ended. We're good. They haven't lost anything on us. Okay. There you go. So that's fine. Your turn, buddy. We need to rank you up as well. Maybe try and make you useful. Okay, let's rank up our peoples. Explorer, obtain 20 scrap every time this hero resolves a POI. So that's on top of whatever else they find. That's good. Careful pilot, useless. You're not a pilot. All assigned squadron abilities or gun style weapon areas of effect gain 10% radius. It's either A or C. I can see C being extremely fracking useful. Because that makes that flak area absolutely bloody huge. It really does. You're okay there, Reg. You're coughing well.
I am coughing well. I'm all right, though.
Okay. Okay, it's Explorer. All right, now, Ian, your turn to rank up, buddy. Assign the weapons. Assign gun-style weapon gains 20% cooldown but suffers minus 10% damage. That's terrible. Hero gains 2 XP every time their assigned squadron destroys unit. Okay, I'm just going to say it's inspired repair.
Don't poll it, babe. Just pick it.
It.
You're allowed a choice on occasion.
Yeah, because none of the other two are any use to him. Okay, Alexandra Samaras, our newest pilot. Weapon trained. Assignable squadrons or weapons. Squadron abilities or gunstyle weapons gain 15% cooldown. Assigned squadron gains plus 0.5% damage per TU from its target. Okay, so firing a unit at 100 TU will provide 50% damage extra. Assignable squadron gains 20% evasion, suffers 10%.
Nah, it's not C.
Yeah, it's definitely that one. It's accelerating shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going with that one. Okay. So everybody is ranked up. That's good. We've got no more POIs to do. We have 7 turns. You want to do that weapon dock thing. 176. We have 161. So we could do that
soon
by basically investing. How much would that give us? That would give us 30. We need 4 turns to rank that up. Working on something personal. Shan't share much about it now, but it could lead to something useful in the fleet in the future. Would you share some scrap? No. No, I'm saying no. No. Hell no. Do one. You're not happening.
No, we literally said we need to do this. We need scrap.
We're organising hangars in the Gunstar. Some of the military officers come across some extra scrap, sir. They'd like us to have it. A gift. No, there's no such thing as a gift. There really isn't. But it's 30 extra scrap. And we've already angered them once.
Yeah, we best be.
I will put it down because I've done a couple of decisions on my own back and whatnot. But yeah, he's getting cheeky. He needs to be given a good slap. Needs to be said, hey, behave yourself. You're only an XO. We're good. Right. Okay, we can do this now. Do we do it?
I mean, it is the only thing we've got left open.
Yeah. Commander, the decoy is ready and working as planned. Silent attack should focus on the Gunstar for now. The fleet is now far safer. My thanks to the team. So that's gone. So, yeah. I'm going to focus on getting them leveled up then. 50 scrap per jump plus 30% max hull. That's a big jump up for us. They're giving us 10 supplies plus 50 scrap. And they're going to attack us exclusively for now. We'll take it. Yeah. But there's nothing else for us to do. I mean, I could spend the scrap to repair the hull and make sure it's maxed out for everything, but it's like 92. It's still going to cost us 33 scrap. I'm going to hold off. I would like to thank you lot because you're making much better decisions than I did, apparently.
It's groupthink, babe.
Okay. Let's do it. So they should be firing at the scimitar. Yeah, scimitar. There you go. Got it. Okay, we can go to Zindi. Military convoy emergency beacon. That is nukes. Fuel hauler emergency beacon. That's Tylium and Tylium and a trade beacon. Mining pod emergency beacon. Fuel hauler. Civilian cargo wreck. Okay, so this place has 5 pickups. Here's something you might not know. Trade beacons, you can pick up people there. Heroes. You can pick up squadrons there. I've never picked up a subsystem or anything like that. I don't know, though. We don't have a lot of scrap. Saving up for a scrap for another squadron slot, though. Exactly, Gorkster. Exactly. So am I going the Gamma? I think I'm going Gamma, aren't I?
Yes.
We get scrap there. We've got 2 fuel pickups. We've got a civilian cargo wreck and a military cargo wreck. Chances of grabbing nukes there isn't big. Rebel trader beacon detected, so it's a shop. Yeah, I'm thinking Gamma. We need the stuff. We need that scrap. Okay, I'm doing it. Hydra class frigate. It's a shooter with mines.
Oh no. Mine's never okay.
Oh, I don't think the Viper can take them out. Oh, what? You go there. Viper, go there. Damn it. We lost our Viper squadron. damn it. We'll take the hits. Ouch.
That hurt.
Yep. That was the big one. Hero took damages unscathed instead. Squadron wrecked during the battle is intact instead. Additional resource POI at the next sector. Choose what you like, guys. Seriously. Mines are rude, yeah. And that second one was because the raptor destroyed a mine. Instead of going for the target I thought it would go for. That was painful, but we can survive. We can do the repairs. Oh, it's a 50-50.
You have to shoot.
Honestly, this one is the better option. Because it's harder to get health back for heroes.
Do that.
Yeah, she took a hit. Alright, let's go and have a look at what we've got in the way of 27 scrap to repair. Done. 27 scrap to repair. So they're back up and running. That's fine. So that's that done. Okay, so we've got nuke. We've got 2 fuel, scrap. Fully heals hero makes them unavailable for the range of the sector. But we don't need to do that. Let's have a look at the bar first. Look at that. So his killing streak is off the charts. She's killed so many Cylons. Maybe there's something we could she could wear as a badge of honor. Serene, Warlord are dead. Sounds good. She'll probably like that. Or perhaps Gladius. For a second, the situation feels light. Good. You smile. Well, what do you think, Commando? What nickname should we give Ardent? Okay, so basically it doesn't matter which name you give her, but we've got Warlord, Gladius, or Butcher. An easy one that you don't have any kind of, like, responsibility for getting it right or wrong. You just pick the one you like the most. Ooh, Gladius from Ed's going for Gladius, okay. Finally, a light choice. Yes! It looks like Gladius is winning this one. I'm with you, Gorkstar. I thought Warlord sounded the best, but, you know. Okay, Gladius it is.
This is proof positive that you never choose your own nickname in the military, though.
It is. It is. We're in a Cylon boss sector. We're going to have a boss fight.
Ah, no.
Yeah. Still got something else to go in the bar. Okay. Right. Samaris wants to play a game of Pyramid. Chat with maintenance specialists. Gamble scrapping the triad game. I think keep
We don't have...
keep the maintenance people on side. Random squadron gains 5% armor, speed, and damage for the next battle. All squadrons get... This isn't obvious. We're in a boss fight. Everyone gains armor, speed, and damage for the next battle. I'm not even going to ask that. That's obvious. New global effect has been applied to the fleet. You can check the fleet summary and get more information. Okay. You're going to need a patch job, at least. Give me that extra fuel. Cool. Scrap would be very useful right now. Because I'm going to need to spend 33 on you. That's 105. That is still nowhere near enough. 264. $396 to get the fourth one. And I can't get the top one because the Wanderers, by the way, there are different ships you can do this in. It's not just this ship. You can have a carrier and things like that. It's not an Atlas, but yeah. You start off with like 3 usable squadrons and things like that. So, you know, I don't think there's a one that you can get all the upgrades on it. Should I go send someone to do the thing? I don't think I should. Just spend and get 7, because we're at 37 now. While doing inventory of the Gunstar, military officers came up with some supplies that were unaccounted for. They would like us to have them, current problem is just a way to show they're content with our current relationship. But maybe we should exercise caution. I think we just take it.
Yeah.
My brain is saying just take it. Get the military on side. This is one of those times where you can just literally improve your situation with a side without having to sacrifice someone else. At least that's my brain saying that. I could be wrong. You guys might not agree with me. Please agree with me. What could possibly go wrong? Okay. Have faith. The fact that they're still not kind of like, yes, you are awesome, we love you. Okay. Got 2 turns until the crisis. Nukes. We can get 1 nuke or we can get 4 nukes. I'm saying 4. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because then we can start using nukes. We have 6 now. I don't think we need to spend a use point, like an officer point, on getting more fuel. We've got 7. This will take us to 9 if we just do it basic. Here comes the crisis. Last generation squadrons. You enter CIC to find the chief tech and the XO over a heated debate. You ask them to fill you in or take it outside the CIC. We explain that recent squadron tests aren't great. Our thrusters, just to give you an example, are jamming all the time. But the chief tech's forgetting it's our old, dated, broken squadrons that are actually keeping us safe. Modern ships, state-of-the-art squadrons, highly advanced weapons, they all failed when the Cylons attacked the colonies. Serena Ardent could give us a hand, sir. She knows these squadrons better than anyone. She could watch our next combat and give us notes on how to improve them. No, we break down a squadron unit, the Wolf, save the good parts, upgrade the others quicker, more efficient. How about hell no? Not breaking down a squadron.
Absolutely not.
%30 reduction to all allied squadron speed just before a boss fight? Minus 20% max hull for Squadron Wolf permanent. Forget that. Sorry, guys, I'm making that decision for you. I'm not... No. Mm-mm. So I have to take her off the line. I have to take her off the fighters. I'll put her in charge of that then. So we have to go into the fight without Gladius. I moved her across onto the Vipers. We have to go through the boss fight without our best pilot.
Afraid so.
I'm not liking this. Okay. You're leveled up. They're all at 2. I just don't see the point in spending in the thing. So, word, the underworld is handling security aboard the Asham. This is not appreciated by the military who are supposed to be handling it themselves. You ask me, it's easy. We should be the ones controlling every ship in the fleet. We've been doing fair by the military for a while, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should do fair by the underworld this time. I'll leave it up to you guys, though. I'll leave it up to you guys. But, yeah. Yeah, looks like everyone's pretty much agreeing with the exception of Moggy. Military is now tense. We've been so good.
Okay, military has to be the...
Yeah, we have to lean on the military from now on. Okay. It's not ideal. And I've got to get through this boss fight without screwing up too much. Without our debt as well. Here we go! Okay. Scrap. Okay. Ooh. Refinery wreck. Nice. And a new ship. And a trade beacon. Yeah! We just have to survive this. Don't be a base star. It's a base star. We're being held, Commander. What do you mean? We're far from the colonies. It wouldn't be possible to. As the CIC goes dark, the screeching sound erupts from the speakers. What do we have here? The voice that speaks is high-pitched, full of confidence and malice. Oh my, what is this? Are we being hacked? Poor little humans, afraid of the dark, are we? Show yourself. Yeah. But did you really think we would let you live? Sir, he's calling from the base star. Now, let's get to it, shall we? I don't have all day. Commander, multiple missiles nearly hit us. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. Number 5, the clerk. By the gods, everyone to their battle stations. I hate this. I don't have her on my ship. You... Do I go with the Raptor first? What do you think, Red?
I don't know.
Guys, Raptor or Wolf? Just put R or W for what you choose. We're going Raptor. Okay, Raptor it is. You. Damn it. That's shooting at me. Can I hit all of you? Hating the fact that that's attacking my Raptor. 23 seconds. Nine seconds.
Woof.
5 minutes.
Hour up.
Yeah. That speed beat up is mean. It really is. Vipers took a beating. Not as much damage as I thought, but still pretty significant. She's 10 to 25, so that would get her to the next level. 30 scrap. We need that scrap. That would pay for one repair on there. Squadron gains 30 XP. Well, it's already going to rank up. So the Raptor really isn't that big a deal. So I'd say it's either A or B, but I'll leave it up to you guys. My God, that was painful. Wow. Ooh. $50-50, huh? We want that third thing. That's the only thing that's come into my head. And we do have this here as well. So we have an idea how we can fix them simple and cheap. I took what Fernandez said the other day about survival to heart. My team's ready to be briefed on the next steps. Count on me. What's that going to do for us? So it's just brief the staff. I'll resolve it with supplies. All the squadrons have been upgraded. Difficult to do with so little, but they're fast now. As fast as they were designed to be anyway. Good work, Chief. Yeah. I have to admit it was fun. Well, back to the hangars. Okay, so that's done. All right. Let's take a look at the shop before we do anything. Hello there. Passing by or on the run from the Cylons? Mesh's tone makes you smile. My junkyard has many spare parts and weapons if you're into that kind of thing. Don't you know what's going on out there? Are you not afraid of the Cylons? I'm going to say, don't you know what's going on out there? There's always been a war going on. Why else would the 12 colonies be so well equipped? You raised an eyebrow at your XO. You can't suppress a smile. So, you're going to shop or what? Okay, we have the Cobra. Support. Damage 56, range under 12. I I don't know what it does. Kestrel. I'd like to be able to kind of go down like this and see what they are, but they don't stay up. Oh, there you go. Switch to evasive coordination mode. All ally squadrons with a radius gain evasion increase. Offensive coordination. All allied squadrons within radius gain damage increase. What's the range? Radius 56. It's not very long. Well, wide, I should say. Speed's 20. They're both supports. Jamming bullets. Unit has artillery. Applies slow and frail every time it deals damage to units. Slow enemy suffers 50% mobility for 6 seconds. Frail units take 25% more damage for 10 seconds. Artillery long range. Cannot shoot while moving. Minus 50% damage at short range, which is 15 TU. The Raptors... It's basically just a better Raptor variant. Okay, what else we got? Gain 10% fleet health every time this hero resolves a POI with fleet health reward. Well, if we got that, then that was great. Saikuma. Assign gunstyle weapon gains 10% cooldown. That's actually not too bad. Ace Pilot. Assign squadron gains 20% speed. I like her. But we should probably take a look at what else we've got, yeah?
Yes.
Before we start paying for stuff. To the bar. Gamble supplies on pyramid game? Nope. Sit down and share a drink with her. Chat with a maintenance specialist. We've been doing that a lot, and they've been giving us some good stuff. We've got 53 supplies, so we can afford to do like a nice thing. Let's talk to her. Didn't expect to see you. For some reason, it's chat tonight. Long days, problems, and obstacles. You know what? I'll pay for the extra drink to give her a drastic improve in morale. I've got no problem spending that. We do have a level up. The Raptors leveled up, didn't they? Range. Okay, so we've got that boost. Missile nav track system gains 100% speed as long as it targets an enemy missile. Interesting. Gains 20% evasion while moving. Charge next shot while charging. Every 2 seconds, the unit gains 5% damage for its next shot. Unit can't move or attack while charging. Targeting a unit will release the charge shot and end the cooldown. I'm not entirely sure I like that one. Have a choice, people. Have a choice. While you're choosing, let me know. What do you think of this? What do you think of this game? I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it.
I am. I'm especially enjoying the fact that I can get you guys to kind of go, yeah, I like this.
You're correct, Gookster. None of them are particularly awesome.
No, they're not. I mean, the unpredictable trajectory I like. Because when it's moving, it does mean it's not going to get thing. I mean, that's just shows you how bad these are. We've got literally all three selected by somebody.
But you do know which one you're picking.
No, I'm going to go with the evasion one, though. While it's moving, being able to be evasive, that does sound like a bonus. Let's go to the thing. What's it cost? $264. We're close. We are so close to being able to do that. What was it going to be to pick. It's 20 supplies. I can do that. I'm going to grab her. I'm going to grab her. Fuel, we're good on. Because we got our fuel guy. Another ship, definitely. I don't have someone who gives us bonus scrap, though, do I? Oh, no, he does. He gives us bonus scrap. Bonus scrap. We like bonus scrap. So that would be 89 scrap. $281. Something in here. We've already had a drink with her. A few minutes silence. Looks like you both needed it. Aaron tells the stories different, detailed, and colourful while having fun listening to her tell. Something feels off. Take a sip of your drink. Feel the warmth of the liquor start fire down your throat. Do I pay for another round with her? She's already pretty happy. Look, she's smiling and everything.
Leave it.
I mean, we can afford the supplies. I'm going to pay it. There's a strange vibration in the air when you stand up. Your empty stomach burns. You head for your quarters. Look at her. You got a big smiley face. Everybody else is so depressed. But she's happy. I don't want to spend that right now. Let's look at R&D. 264. Do I pay for the squadron dock control and get the third launch bay? Y for yes, N for no. There you go. Do it. Change rock. Yes. Red, what do you think?
Yeah. It's a lot, but I think it's worth it.
Having that extra squadron out there. Okay, we're doing it. Which means we then go to the hangar. We go to them. And we throw her on there. And she's giving them 20% speed. Actually, let's take her off for now. 20 TU, 18 TU, 22 TU. So if I give her, that would make them 24, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Actually, wait. Makes them 24. So they are actually a bit faster. Faster than the Vipers, at least. She gives them a damage buff. Which makes the artillery that much more useful. That means we've now got 3 squadrons ready to roll. And we can launch them all at the same time. That's huge. New ship. Who do I send? I'll level you up. Dawnwaker. So level 2 gives us more supplies. I really needed another scrap. So I've spent the first few cycles focusing on a personal project of mine. It's difficult to discuss, at least for now. I'll cut to the point. I need supplies to finish my project. Can the fleet spare any? I'm gonna say yes. Because we're now getting 15 supplies per turn. Because we've got the Viceroy of the Ashen and now the Dawnwaker. They're all providing supplies. 5 each. I'll put it down to you guys, but I'm going to say yes. Yeah. I'm going to wait. Oh, he's going to make me wait. All I'm going to say is that woman's going to be practically, like, you know, bouncing down the hallway. Okay. Savior. This is actually terrible. Assigned squadron gains 25% damage as long as at least one civilian ship in the battle has less than 50% hull points.
Nope.
Nope. Elite Hunter. Assigned squadron gains damage resistance and increased damage against silent elite units. Damage plus 20%, damage resistance plus 20%.
Better.
Carry on. Assignable squadrons. Every time an allied unit destroyed during a battle, the assigned unit gains 30% max hull for the remainder of the battle and is fully repaired. I'm saying that for when the elites come into this. But
agreed.
We have a poll for a reason. But that Savior, forget the Savior one. No way. No, that Savior one is... How can I put this? Absolutely terrible. C is okay, but B is better. Grokster, I'm hoping we see you next week, bud. I really am. You've been brilliant. Just in getting involved in everything. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. We've got 2 turns before the next issue. We're going to get to the end of this, and when the Cylons are detected, we'll stop there. We're not going to do the fight because we'll start the next thing with the fight. Here's a question: can I buy scrap off you? I can't. Damn. I was hoping I could buy scrap off you because we need it to repair our gun star. But there you go. Life goes on. Let's get ourselves the fuel we need. So that'll take us up to 11. Yeah, we have a lot of fuel. There's a promising new fleet opportunity. Okay, what is it? Life of Fraud. Commander, when you have a moment, I'd love to talk. I'll buy the drinks. Wait a minute. She's offering to buy drinks?
Hang on a minute.
To the bar! You enter the bar at a glance. No ardent in sight. Looking for a store, you sit at the bar and raise your head to the bartender. What can I get you? What are you doing behind the counter? Obtain upon opportunity resolution. Trait for her. Okay. I love bartending. It was my job before I enlisted. As our deck prepares a cocktail, she recalls a few places she worked at. The drives, the palaces, the cruise ships. By the way, I have a bit of an ask. Any chance you could put me on more missions? I want to help others. You nod and agree to do so, then finish the delicious cocktail she served you. Yeah. We've got no problems putting that. Resolve 2 situations with student. So basically... we can do that, yes. I don't see the problem with this. I'm a little concerned, but I don't see the problem with this. Let's send her. She needs the XP. We got a crisis commander. Radioactive emergency. Commander, experienced radiation spikes on my ship. Each time we use the FTL drive, it creates radiation, causing health issues on my ship. People, workers mostly, are falling ill. Can't say I'm surprised, so these ships weren't built for such frequent jumps. In short, we need help to fix this. Just tell me you don't need scrap. If we want this fixed properly, we need spare parts. We can find them in nearby structures and wreckages. No expedition, huh? Can't we just repair it right away, seal the FTL drive? We can't waste any more raw material scrap to fix this problem right now. Yeah, we don't have it, in other words. So, there's no point in even asking you guys. There's only one option. Resolve 1 wreckage or structure POI. Could be in another sector. It will be in another sector. 20 fleet health every 4 turns. Well, that's okay. We're at 393 because we've been doing so well at keeping our people happy and healthy and stuff like that. Not that we've been paying attention to this at all. Well, I haven't. I don't know about the rest of you. I think, what have we got? You are on level 2. Right, normally I'd put stuff into scrap, but I'm just going to train this crew. $70. I'm trying to, but we'll have to do that the first thing we come out of this fight. That's going to give us 70 scrap per jump.
That's going to help a lot.
That is going to help a lot. And they have more health than these two. So I'm going to change our civilian defense. Which one is the one that's hurting? Asham. Okay. That is going to help a lot. Okay, now we're running with 3 squadrons that we can be deployed. Because we have that extra launch bay. Which is brilliant. And that is truly brilliant. So it means more stopping and starting during the fights to kind of figure out. But it means we can leave the Raptor back at the... just shooting things as they come up, and these other 2 running around all over the place. That's going to make things easier for us. I like that. I like that a lot. We do have a small scrap issue, which is fine. We'll get 15 resources and 70 scrap after this fight. We're good on fuel. I think we're good. And she wants to do more awesome work. We can do that for her. I really would like it if I could put you onto a gun thing or whatever, but meh. All right, then. So that's where we're going to call it for today. I like this game. I really do.
Are you having more fun with it now you've got the interaction?
The interaction does make a big difference. I really have to admit. Playing on your own, you can have a lot of fun with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm really not suggesting you can't. But being able to bounce things off of, say, you guys, and go, oh, yeah, I choose this. that is where this game pretty much stands head and shoulders against other games like it. Because there is that all working together. And then if I screw it up, it's all my fault. But yeah, we'll come back with this next Sunday. So, new people who have joined on Twitch, we'll see you then. There will be member stream on YouTube on Monday. I think we're going to be playing Angels Fall first on Friday, because we haven't played that in ages and it's just gone into 1.0. So there's bound to be stuff in there, isn't there, Red?
We haven't played it in ages, so there's yes.
Yeah, and that is a brilliant game. Such a good game. So we'll be playing that. So we can have up to 16 players, I believe, on that. So if you're wanting to get involved,
there will be an announcement in the Discord.
There will be an announcement in the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, there is links all over the place on the channels for linking to the Discord. Saturday will be Mech Warrior 5 most likely, because we've still got stuff to do on there. And then Sunday we'll be back with this, because we're in the middle of a run. We've got 2 more boss fights to get through yet. That's the scary thing. We've been playing for 3 hours, and we've still got 2 more boss fights to get through. Assuming we survive.
That's an assumption.
That is a massive assumption. But until next time, you lot take care of yourselves. We'll see you there, okay? Bye-bye.